The biggest misconception around manifestation is that you just have to think positive and then you'll manifest your desire in your reality. People do that, see nothing happen, and start to doubt whether manifestation is real or not. Here's the raw truth: manifestation is real. And you're constantly manifesting everything in your reality, whether you believe in it or not. And reality creation is so much deeper than just thinking positive. I don't blame you if you feel stuck with no results, because a lot of the advice out there is surface level and very shallow, and it can get confusing on trying to figure out what actually works, what doesn't, and just trying to piece everything together. In this video, I'll be sharing with you the 7-step manifestation process in a way that makes sense, along with why just thinking positive isn't going to cut it. First of all, I want you to understand this core universal law. You do not attract what you want or what you think about. You only attract who you are and the energy you radiate and feel. The universe does not respond to you just thinking about something or you desperately wanting something. The universe gives you more of what you already radiate out into the universe. You feel constantly happy, you constantly feel love. The universe sends you more situations that'll make you happy and make you feel more love. You constantly feel shame and anxiety and negativity. You will attract and manifest more situations like that in your reality. The universe only understands the language of energy. The energy you radiate, what you feel, especially day to day, is what will determine what you create externally. Let's say someone desperately wants to manifest wealth. The person thinking about wealth but feeling like they're broke and feeling like they're not good enough, they feel so ashamed of themselves, they hate money, they just feel so much negativity, but they truly desire to earn wealth and become rich, will not see any form of wealth in their reality because the universe is looking at their energy. Their energy, what they're feeling, is just lack and no money and anxiety and shame and all that negativity. Let's say another person feels like they already are wealthy and they feel like they are a wealthy person and they're acting as if they are a wealthy person. They're going about their day just in the feeling, in the state of being wealthy and having a bunch of cars, having a bunch of money in their bank account. And the universe is going to see their energy. And their energy, while they don't have the wealth that they want externally, but they feel wealthy internally, it'll create a void which the universe will fill. It'll create like a vortex in which the universe will send them their desire externally so it can align and match up with what they're feeling internally. Like energy attracts like energy. And when you're feeling like you already are in the state of having what you want, you will create a vortex which the universe will fill with your desire in the external world, even if you don't see it yet while you're in that state of feeling like you're wealthy already. Thinking, trying, wanting, trying to think positive, trying to see a good positive outcome for your desire, you have hope that it'll come to you. Well, honestly, there is a right way to go about it, but the most common way I see people go about thinking positive is that they just try to get their hopes up. They try to think, oh, maybe I will get what I want. Maybe I will win that lottery ticket. Maybe I will become super rich. They're constantly in a state of will, maybe I will do that. But internally, what they're feeling is not already having their desire. They're still in that old mental state, their old energy of being broke, of being overweight, of being lonely, of being alone, of being dumb and just not good enough. They're still feeling that old state, but they try to just force themselves and think that, yeah, I'll get it. And it doesn't work out majority of the time because it's very, very, very difficult to constantly have your hopes up and constantly see it be crushed in the external world. The right way to go about manifestation is to first feel like you are already the person who has that desire that you want, and feel that energy around 80% of your day-to-day life, and that's what will manifest. Here's another secret. What you feel 80% of your day-to-day life, like the emotions that you feel, are what you will manifest. Okay? That's in majority what you will manifest in your reality. That's what the universe will pick up on and send your way. And if you can get to a point where majority of your day you feel like you're already the person who has your desire, who has the wealth you want, has the beauty that you want, has the relationship that you want, has whatever you want already. If you feel like that majority of your day, then you will create a vortex, you will create a void, and the universe will fill it in your external world. That's the goal. That's what we're trying to reach. We want you to reach that feeling majority of your day-to-day life and be like solid in that feeling so you can finally see what you want. Okay? Now let's get into the 7-step manifestation process to help you achieve this now. First of all, the first important step is to get clarity on what you exactly desire and figure out who you have to become in order to get that desire. I want to stress the importance of authenticity when forming your desire, because a lot of people, when they find manifestation, they're like, oh, I want to get a bunch of luxury items, oh, I want to get a bunch of cars, I want to manifest a relationship, I want wealth, blah, blah, blah. And the thing is, if you want those things authentically, if you want those material things authentically, then go ahead and manifest them. But most people, they want a desire because it will give them another feeling that they've been craving, another desire that they truly want. For example, let's say you want a relationship and you're trying to manifest a relationship. Think to yourself, why do I want this relationship? Because a lot of people, they want relationships to fill a void in them, a void of loneliness, a void of not feeling beautiful, a void of not feeling good enough, a void of lack of security. And so they want a relationship to give them something else, which they can just manifest for themselves. And you'll know when you want a desire authentically, when you just want it for what it is. You just want a relationship for the sense of connection. You just want to get to know someone. That is okay. But when you want a relationship to give you something else that you're not giving yourself, then I would say first focus on manifesting that feeling. Manifest feeling beautiful. Manifest feeling secure. Manifest security. Manifest beauty. Manifest self-worth. And another example would be someone trying to manifest luxury items like luxury cars, luxury handbags. And maybe they want those things. So other people will just look at them with respect and admiration. They don't want that bag because they appreciate the handwork that's went into it. They appreciate the designers and how they thought and how they made that bag. But they want that bag because they want it to give them something else. They want status. And that's what they actually want. They don't want the bag. They want feelings of status. So I would say focus on manifesting feelings of status then, rather than the external luxury item that will not truly align with what you want. Because you don't exactly want that bag. You want the feelings of status. You don't exactly want that relationship. You want the feelings of whatever you want from that relationship. If you want it, that desire for what it authentically and actually is, go ahead and manifest it. So that is what I mean by authenticity when manifesting. I have a whole video on this if you want to learn more and check more about your desires. Anyways, now let's get into the second part, which is getting clear on who you have to become in order to manifest that desire. Think to yourself for a moment. Who would the person who already has this desire of mine, what would they be like? Get very clear on them, because this person is basically gonna act as like a rough outline for who you have to become to get your desire. And write down in detail what the person would be like. Write down in detail what they would do, their hobbies, their habits, their actions. And I have like an entire worksheet on this if you want to check it out. It's called the Identity Shifting worksheet, and I'll link it in the description box below. It's free, you can check it out, and it has prompts on what you can do to really get clear on who the person you have to become is to manifest your desire. And the reason why we're doing this is because manifestation is all about embodying the energy of your desires, feeling like you already have your desires in the first place, so the universe can pick up on it and send it to you. And when you become this new person who has that desire, it's gonna be so much easier for you to constantly feel what they're feeling and constantly feel like you already have that desire in your reality. It's like the easiest way to go about it. There is a clear difference between who you are now and the person who has that desire of yours. And the more you get into touch and the more you become that person who has that desire, it'll be so much more easier to manifest it into your life. So check out the journal prompts, get clear on who you have to become, and figure out one action step that you can do to start embodying and becoming this person. Don't overwhelm yourself. Just start with one clear thing that they do that you don't do right now and start implementing that habit action in your reality. Now let's get into step number 2, which is to utilize and harness the law of assumption. Now that we're clear on who we have to be and what exactly it is that we desire, now we have to use the law of assumption to our advantage. The law of assumption is basically you assume that you are the person already who has the desire, so you can create it in your external world. Whatever you assume to be true about yourself and reality will be reflected back to you. Whatever you assume about the world will be reflected back to you. Whatever you assume, and you assume who you are, like whoever you think that you are, you will naturally, subconsciously act in a way that will reflect it back to you. Right now, if you believe that you're not good enough, you're not worthy of love, you can't get your desire, you're constantly in a state of negativity, and you don't really have hope, I understand how you feel. And honestly, when you assume those things to be true, that you can never change, you can never improve your life, every single time you will be met with confirmation. What you believe about yourself will always be true. And this belief of yours, if you've been just solidifying it and building it up and strengthening it over the years, all of these negative beliefs about yourself, you're just constantly strengthening it and you've made it really, really, really strong. It will take some time to chip away and make it come down and replace it with a new belief. And now in this step, what we're going to be doing is slowly chipping away your old negative identity and your old negative beliefs that you've just been growing and watering throughout the years, throughout the months. And this is how you do it. We're going to act as if and feel as if we are already the person that you've written about, that already has your desire. So let's say your ideal identity, like the person you have to become, is very fit, very healthy, and very strong. You are going to act as if you are that person. You're going to act as if you are an athlete. You're going to act as if you are that person, even if right now maybe you're very lazy, you're a little overweight, and you don't feel confident about your body, and you struggle to go to the gym every single day. You're going to feel like you are already them and go about your day thinking, what would this person do? And thinking thoughts that they would think. This can be a little tricky at first in like the early stages, and you'll be very, very tempted to go back to your old identity. But you have to persist, you have to keep going and acting as if you are this person and constantly just forcing your mind to think through the eyes of that person and through the embodiment of that person. And here's another truth that I want to just dump in your face right now. You truthfully don't really want the desire that you have. You truthfully just want that feeling that the desire could give you. You want the feelings of confidence that having a nice body would give you. You want the feelings of security and safety a relationship can bring you. And when you create more of that feeling within yourself, you will attract more and more and more in your reality that will that the universe will send you, more and more experiences in your reality that the universe will send you. It's very, very strange, honestly. Like, you need to be delusional first. Even if you don't have the wealth that you want or the body that you want in your reality right now, like, even if you look in the mirror and you see an overweight person, you have to feel and act as if and think that you are already at your ideal weight and you are already healthy and the person that you want to be. That vortex will be fulfilled by the universe. And I did this a lot for when I was traveling to my desired country. So when I was traveling to my desired country and when I was consciously manifesting it, I was in a different country at that time. I was walking around in my old country and just visualizing and feeling like I was already in my ideal country. I would go on walks outside. There would be so much grass. I would be like stepping on the grass. I would be going around and I would just visualize in like first person and feel like I was already there. I would feel immense feelings of happiness. I'd be like, oh, I feel so calm and safe. This is like living in my desired country is normal. And once I just felt those feelings, and I did that every single morning for a couple of months, now I am in my desired country. Now I manifested traveling here, when in the past I couldn't move here no matter how hard I tried until I started visualization and practicing manifestation. Let's move on to step 3. While you're in the process of manifestation, let's move on to step 3, which is healing your triggers, aka doing shadow work. So while you're practicing being in the state of already having your desires and acting as if and feeling as if, you are going to face pitfalls that will bring you back to your old negative state of mind that you don't want to go to. And this might make you quit, honestly. And this is what majority of people get stuck with. They will experience a trigger in their external reality, which is basically a situation that brings up strong negative emotions and makes you feel like you can't do it and makes you just go back to your old state of mind and just makes you temporarily give up. These triggers can come in the form of you trying to manifest beauty, someone rejecting you, or someone commenting that you don't look good today. So you spiral and you feel ugly and you go back to your old state of mind and your old set of beliefs like, I am ugly, I am not good enough. That's what a trigger looks like. And I was triggered heavily, a lot, when I was manifesting traveling to my desired country. I was triggered in the form of losing hope. Like a situation would happen where I would feel like, oh my God, I might never be able to go here. I might never be able to go to my desired country. I might never be able to get that desire. But still, even if you face a trigger, look at it in the eye, accept it, and just release and let it go and continue affirming and continue embodying that new version of you that has your desire. Continue manifesting, basically. And these triggers, like, they're pesky and you need awareness to figure them out and then let them go. And the number one tip I have for you is to first practice emotional mastery and learning how to master your emotions and learning how to actually feel calm and feel safe and be able to regulate yourself. When you have a negative emotion, instead of suppressing it, you feel it in your body and then you release it. I have a whole video on this if you want to check it out. And another huge part of this is shadow work, which is basically you accepting the negative parts of yourself. You being okay with the negative parts of yourself that you might be ashamed of, you might be afraid of. And honestly, your negative emotions play a big part in manifestation. And they are a part of you. So love them, acknowledge them, don't try to throw them away or suppress them. Because manifestation tells you you can't have any negative thoughts. You can't think any negative thoughts, otherwise those will manifest and screw up your reality and you're not going to get what you want. And that's like not true. That is honestly not true because first of all, only your dominant thoughts will manifest. What you feel majority of your day will manifest. And occasionally when you're manifesting, you will get negative thoughts and negative feelings every now and then. But suppressing them is the worst way to go about it. You have to feel them. You need to look at the self, at the beliefs of the parts of yourself that you're kind of ashamed of and accept them and hold them and accept that they're a part of you. Because God, the universe, source, created all of these positive things in your life, these beautiful things in life, and also created the negative, terrifying, scary things in our life, in the world. And the universe only creates what the universe loves. The universe loves hate. The universe loves fear. And the universe loves love and happiness and peace and joy. The universe loves all its creations. So learn to see your negative emotions, acknowledge them, see the negative parts of yourself, accept them, but continue to persist and manifest and choose your new identity and choose the new version of you. If you're manifesting beauty, see that you're ashamed of being ugly. You might feel super ashamed and afraid of being ugly and undesirable, and you feel like you'll be alone forever if you're ugly. Find some time to get comfortable with that fear. Be comfortable with the fear of being ugly. Be okay with it. And when you're comfortable with your fears don't have any more power over you. That is another secret to manifestation and how you can truly detach and heal those triggers. Anyways, if you want to learn more about manifesting and aligning your mindset and your habits, your external actions to align with your desires and align with who you want to be, check out my school community. I have a whole course on mastering your mindset and habits. So if you want to learn more and start manifesting the life that you want, check it out. Let's get back to the video and move on to step number 4. Step number 4, changing and aligning your daily habits to align with the person that you want to be. This is about changing your routines, changing your actions in your outer world so it can align with the person that you wrote up and described before in step 1. Let's say you're manifesting wealth in your business. You want to earn more money and you want to be more successful. First of all, you wrote down a list of the person that you have to become, like a list of qualities. And that person consistently works every single day, right? But maybe you don't work consistently every day. Maybe you're kind of lazy. Maybe you slack off and scroll instead of doing the work on your business. So now you know what you have to do. Start consistently every single day putting in effort towards your business. You want to get super good grades. Start consistently studying every day. You want a nice gym body. Start working out every day. Start researching into diets. Because your desire won't just come to you and drop onto your lap by you not taking any action. You will take action eventually, but first of all, I want you to become that person and do what they do in your external world as much as you can. Start working out, start doing whatever you need to do to become that person. And this is like you disciplining yourself a lot. It might not feel good to start a new habit. It might not feel good to go and work on your business when you just want to relax and scroll. But here's another thing that I want you to understand. Discipline is the universe testing your worthiness. You have to prove that you're worthy of your desire and you are the person who will get your desire and is worthy of it by disciplining yourself. The CEO who's super wealthy won't constantly be scrolling on their phone and slacking off at work. The athlete gets up every single day to train because it's natural for them. It's natural for them to do those things. And it's not natural for you right now because you're in the stages of shifting your identity, but eventually it will be. So I want you to discipline yourself to do those habits every single day because you know it will get you to who you have to become and what you desire. And it's worth it. It will manifest your desire for you. And I had to also overcome the laziness I felt, getting my butt up and just going and working and doing the things that I really didn't want to do, but will help me. And this ties with also reducing instant gratification. Reducing instant gratification is basically you reducing things that will give you temporary pleasure but aren't good for you. Scrolling on your phone, eating junk food, etc. Self-love is not treating yourself to temporary instant gratification pleasure. Self-love is doing the things that are good for you. Self-love is getting up at 6 a.m. and going on a walk because you know it's healthy for you. Self-love is sitting your butt down and doing that big project of yours so you can relax tomorrow. That is what self-love is. And honestly, I don't believe in the idea of overindulging as a form of self-love. I don't honestly think that's true. I don't like how people make up the notion that, oh, it's okay if you eat that food that's not good for you every single day because you're loving yourself, you're keeping yourself happy. Oh, it's completely fine to go and scroll on social media because it makes you happy. Yeah, do it. It's an act of self-love. I don't really believe in that because I believe that self-love is you doing habits that are good for you. And of course, we're not perfect. Sometimes we all fall into pits of instant gratification, but your future self depends on this. Reduce it as much as you can. Reduce it as much as you can and replace it with positive habits that your ideal identity does. This is another tip for you. Start doing a new habit at the same time every single day, and also start very small and then work your way up. So let's say your ideal self, I'm trying to think of a good one. Maybe they're a dancer. Okay, maybe they're a dancer and you want to do dance professionally, but right now you have no experience, you don't know what you're doing, and you're too scared to join a dance class. What you could do right now is to start very small. And you could just for 5 minutes at 12 p.m. every single day, lock yourself in your room and play like a dance video and try to copy those dance moves. It's gonna sound very cringy. It's gonna be kind of cringy at the beginning, but start doing that. Start doing it for 5 minutes every single day and then leave. And then the next day, come back, do it for 5 minutes. The next day, come back, do it for 10 minutes. Do not overwhelm yourself. Do not decide that you're going to get a gym body and go to the gym for like 3 hours every single day when you've never really worked out before. You're going to feel burnt out. You're going to quit. We don't want that. So those are like the quick tips that I have for you on habits. Again, if you want to learn more, check out my Mindset and Habits Masterclass. Let's continue with the next step. All right. Now, this is going to be interesting. This next step is inspired action. Inspired action is basically when you're in that state of embodying, when you're doing the actions that your ideal self will do, and when you feel like you are already that person who has your desire, you will eventually, intuitively, be guided to the right opportunities sent to you by the universe to manifest your desire externally. The universe will send you opportunities which you will be drawn towards and pick up. For example, you're manifesting a relationship. You've put in the work to heal your triggers, you feel already fulfilled and you feel happy and you love yourself, and you're doing things in your life that make you feel fulfilled, your lifestyle is fulfilling, and you truly feel like you're ready for a relationship now and you feel like you're already embodying being in one. The universe will intuitively guide you to places where you can meet the right people. You will naturally be drawn to that one coffee shop. And then you'll go there, you'll sit down, you'll do some work, order coffee, and then you'll see someone that you feel pulled towards. And then you will go and act on it. And that is so, so important. If it feels good to you, go and act on it. Don't act on it because you feel anxious and nervous, like, oh, I have to do this. I have to go talk to this person, otherwise I won't get my desire. I have to do this. I have to do out of fear and anxiety. No. Inspired, intuitive action will feel good to you. Like you'll just see that person in that coffee shop and you won't feel like, I should do this. I'm manifesting a partner, so I should go and do that. You won't feel like that. You'll feel like a gentle sense of feeling good, and then you'll get up, and then go talk to that person. Even if there's like a little bit of fear, you know that it's good for you, and then you'll go do it. And then that person will either be your manifestation or will either be a test sent to you by the universe to test your worthiness. I'll get into passing tests in a second, but your desire, you will be led to opportunities like the right business idea to generate wealth, the right clothing or the right makeup or beauty products to generate beauty in your life. The universe will send you those opportunities. And now let's get into the next step, which is passing tests. The universe will send you your triggers again to determine if you've healed enough and you're determined enough to become the new version that has your desire. The universe will send you these tests also as a way to see if you'll settle and just settle for less and not your true manifestation. For example, you're manifesting, in my personal case, I was manifesting traveling to my desired country. And I had the triggers come up again. Those triggers that I will never be able to go to my desired country and never be able to live there. And instead of letting that freak me the hell out, I looked those triggers in the eye and I said, you know what? I am comfortable with this fear. I am okay with that. I am okay with living where I am now. And I still choose to continue manifesting. Instead of spiraling back to my old mindset, my old negative beliefs that it's hopeless, I will never get to where I want to be. This can also look like you manifesting a relationship and then you meeting people that are honestly red flags, and the past you would have settled for them, but the new you who has self-love, self-respect, and the new you who's manifesting the relationship that you want will not settle for them and let them go, even if they are very tempting to be with. That's how you pass tests. You basically see what the universe brought you, look it in the eye, and think, you know what? This isn't good for me, and this is not what I exactly want. And the past me probably would have settled for it. The past me probably would have been just so fearful and grabbed it. But I have faith that I will get what I want, and I have faith and trust in the universe that it'll work out. And once you pass those tests, you will eventually manifest that desire of yours. You will get that relationship that you truly want. You will meet that person you truly want once you reaffirm your worth, and once you let go of your old triggers, once you let go of the old fear-based pattern that's going to try to sink you back and bring you back. The last step in this entire process, the 7th step, is divine timing. You've been doing all the steps, you've been doing all the work, you've been completely embodying your identity. And now, once you've done all that, all it takes is just trusting the process and trusting the universe, and it will send you it at the right time, in the perfect time. When I was manifesting going to my desired country, I had to experience like a buffer period of 6 months because I just had to figure out the visa stuff, the travel stuff, and all that was just externally working. Like everything I had to do on my part was already done. The energy I was in, the state of embodiment was already done. And I just had to wait for the universe to turn the wheels, turn the clogs, to make everything align together and manifest it into my outer world. So that's the 7-step manifestation process. Thanks for watching. Bye.